'cause my rent's due at the end of the month. Getting hungry, I'm fanging a feed. Something greasy, gravy and beef. All I want and all I need, all I crave is a good pump feed. All I want and all I need, all I crave is a good pump feed. Chips, tomato sauce. Can't get enough, I'm begging for more. 'Cause I came here at 5:45. And I ain't gonna leave till I get my fix. All I want and all I need, all I crave is a good pump feed. All I want and all I need, all I crave is a good pump feed.
This weekend it's the BMG 700. 200 laps, 43 drivers, $2,000 in prize money. Be there or be square. Being streamed live on Inside Lane Productions. So remember, what do we say, girls?
Give it a bell!
But youth, we've got cars for everybody. Come on down to BMG on Price Street.
And if anyone buys a car with the BMG 700 weekend is on, we will be giving away $500 extra cash on any advertised vehicle. Give me a bell. What do we say, girls?
Give me a bell!
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Guess what? We're live tonight from Daytona, bringing the thunder from down under at the Daytona Super Speedway. This is going to be the BMG 700 with a pair of duels going on tonight, and the big one taking place tomorrow, all for a grand total of about 700 crazy laps with the BMG Supercar. Is going to be right here at Daytona. We'll be joined in the booth by my main man, what's your name, James Watson. That's right, got Kobe Jordan going to be down in the truck there, pushing the buttons and the segways and making us look good, sound good. James, how's it going? Are you ready for this? The second of such races. First one was at Talladega. Remember that one? We stayed together for about a marathon of 12 hours. Now we're back here to do it again. You know why? Because we're crazy.
Amen to that. This one's gonna be crazy. It's even longer, and we're starting it off with the two dual races to officially set the field. Of course, everyone taking part in the duels have already qualified their way into the race. Now it's just going to be where you're actually starting for tomorrow's 500-mile main course.
Yeah, and the question is going to be just how big is track position, because when you're starting this thing, you got to think about it. You're going to be running for 500 miles at Daytona. So does pit road make that much difference? Race details: Daytona. Track length 3.99 kilometers. Race length is going to be 200 laps. Fuel range 35 to 40 laps with 4 sets of tires over the wheel. Air temps over the wall. Sorry, air temps going to be 27 degrees, 28 degrees on the street with a wind out of the northeast at about 11 k's. Sky condition though mostly cloudy. That's what we're sitting at here tonight. James, you think those conditions are favorable for racing?
Absolutely. These are the perfect conditions that you could hope for a motor race. It's gonna be as fast as you can go here, and making sure that you can save these tires, because tire wear could potentially be a thing here.
All right, we're getting ready to take a look at the pole lap here. Actually, and this is going to be a comparison. You will actually be able to hear us.
Howdy.
As we're watching along with the pole lap, and look at that. That is incredible that we were able to recreate that. This is incredible to watch.
Indeed, you can see just these guys. That's what we're doing. What we're seeing actually. Not really a lot of room for mistakes here at Daytona. You really got to hit that.
Absolutely.
If
You can
I
see,
gotta paint it.
yeah, you can see there's nothing between either of them. It is such a tiny amount of time. Almost, you can't even really process how quick that is. Just how smooth you have to be on your inputs. It's incredible.
Little technical difficulties.
Well, while Big Al is taking care of that, we got our pole sitter in the booth. How about it, Ruben? That was one heck of a lap right there.
Yeah, no, it was very good to put that lap down, but I mean, at the same time, me and the SRM boys have really been, especially Matty, because he's the one who was the mastermind of the edits for the setup provided. So all credits really go down to him, and I'm just the driver. So, but you know, using my little technique there, using the downhill slopes into the free and into turn 1 and 3 and all that. It usually has always gone well for me in the past of any other qualifying session around Daytona, especially when the car's hooked up. So, but yeah, all looking forward to it.
Yeah, that was interesting to watch. You know, a lot of us were so ingrained that the way to qualify is just wrap the yellow line the whole way around. Like, very few of us would have thought to do that because we wouldn't have expected it to work. But clearly it worked and worked well. It sounds like this is something that you kind of put to use quite a bit.
Yeah, this because naturally, yes, the bottom, or you've always, if you've ever watched NASCAR qualifying, generally they use that little downhill slope coming to the start finish line, and then they just wrap around the bottom and hope they've got the the horsepower to be the fastest. But I mean, it's a little loophole, I think, in iRacing or something with the way it all works. But if you come off two and sort of put yourself in the middle of the racetrack, you don't really lose any extra speed, but you get a nice downhill entry into 1 and 3, which obviously gives you that little bit of edge. But of course, if your car's also got planted to the ground without scraping and doesn't wipe off speed, then it would work very well for you.
And clearly it did. And now you look to the duels. What's the mindset going into this one? What's the game plan?
Well, I haven't really got a game plan for this one because whatever happens to me in this race means I'm guaranteed pole regardless. But at the same time, I also want to make sure I've got my teammates around me. So if anything possible is try and get them all up as close to one another as possible. But same time, we're all here to have fun. So try and win it's still the top priority.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to let you go and get mentally prepared for Duel 1 here. Good luck, driver.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Alrighty, and now we're going to talk to one of our biggest sponsors of the event, Peter James in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, James. How are you?
I'm doing all right. And first thing, gotta thank you for all of your support, not only with the event, but just with everything that we do here on the Inside Lane ecosystem as a whole.
No problems. Cream rises to the top, James. So you put on a good event, you do things exceptionally well, and Regional Access Network want to be a part of that. So thank you for putting on a good show.
Amen to that, brother. And now, go ahead and give the fine folks at home a rundown of everything you do.
Okay, so personally, I sit as a director of Regional Access Network, and who is that? Well, we make or import telecommunications products or tech products. So we supply to Optus and Telstra and Vodafone. However, ours are a little bit differently. They're tougher than Popeye on spinach. So they're built tough. They're military spec products, and you can drop them and throw them around and go swimming with them, and they're not going to break. So that's the mobile side. We also do industrial ear protection. So if you're a shooter or you work in the mines where ear protection is required, we have products right across the whole scope of ear protection as well. So yeah, that's sort of regional access networks in a nutshell. That's probably our core business, and then we skirt around the sides with some two ways that are push to talk as well as UHF for the four-wheel drive industry, and anyone that wants to sort of get out and about with two ways.
Wow, that is incredible. You guys do so much, and man, it's phenomenal to hear all that. And going into Duel 1 tonight, you're right here in this duel. What's the game plan for this one?
Sit at the back for the first 20, and then we'll move forward after that.
Alrighty, that sounds like a heck of a plan, and who knows, that could very well be the race-winning plan. But we're gonna go ahead and let you get mentally prepared here for the race, and good luck, driver.
Thanks, James. All the best.
All right, and with that, we are going to go ahead and get a quick break in, get everything ready, and we will be back with the starting grid for Duel 1.
Australia is built tough, and so are we. From the harshest corners of the outback to the front lines of industry, we keep your teams connected, no matter the conditions. And just as powerful in the heart of Sydney, outback tough, city smart. Regional Access Network, built for Australia.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
up from Craig Roffey down into the corner. See Matty Ray right behind the pole sitter, pushing him through. Drag race. Who's gonna lead lap 1 of the duel? And it looks like it's gonna be Phelps.
Phelps definitely doing what he needs to be done. He put down that blistering lap time. Now he's out here once again trying to lead this thing. James, what's going to be the strategy you think here as we get ready to go in the lap 2? Now, you did talk to Phelps prior to the race, and he said that he was going to kind of lay back, stay back, and then he was going to go. What are you thinking? Are you kind of aggressive because it's a duel, or you think guys are going to be really conservative here, just trying to feel each other out?
Well, normally I would just kind of wait in the back and just kind of wait things out, but as of late I've been trying to change my approach because it feels like waiting in the back I still get caught up in incidents, and the more I've been aggressive over the my last few restrictor plate races, the better it's worked out. I've been able to get into the front, and yeah, of course wrecks are still gonna happen, but I feel like you're in a little bit more of control of your own destiny when you're pushing and trying to get up to the front. If you're just riding around in the back, you're basically having to rely on everyone else wrecking and you being able to avoid the wreck. Where you never know, if you can get up to the front, you might be able to outrun it or have it happen right directly behind you.
Hey man, and you're watching this first couple laps take place. You keep looking. Is that a Sundrop car down there?
I do believe you are right. That would be Kelvin Clark's machine.
Well, I'll be Kelvin Clark. I think you're my new favorite driver there in that 777 Sundrop machine. I've got to give a shout out to him. We're back up front. Sean Signor battling this thing, keeping it nice and tight. We were talking a little bit before the race about setups, and setups, I think that's going to be one of the biggest things that's going to come out here, as well as longevity. This is going to be a battle of attrition. Now, right now, these guys totally taking it easy here. You'll see side by side, going all the way around the track. No one really getting out there. Nobody really trying anything just yet.
Yeah, there's no real need to go 3 wide right now. I mean, the desire and the want to do that, of course, is always going to be there, especially if you are one of those in the back. But there's so much time, 100 miles. This is not a short race, so it just really doesn't pay any dividends going balls to the wall already coming to lap 6.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're going to grandma's house, but she lives on the other side of the country, and we're doing it on a skateboard with 3 wheels. So you're going to need a positive attitude, a couple aliases, and a lot of free time. And that's what we're going to be doing here, because we were at it last night. We're going to be at it tonight. Coming back tomorrow, though, tomorrow's going to be the big one, so you're going to want to check back into that one here. Like I said, just a couple duels going on here tonight. This is going to show where everybody's going to line up tomorrow, because once you're out there in that big 500, that's where you're going to want to try to make the hay. But tonight, though, this is about just kind of getting out there, getting your elbows out and just seeing how these cars are going to run, especially in a pack.
Hold up, I got to circle back. What do you mean Alias is going to Grandma's house? What are you doing before heading to Grandma's house?
Well, let me just tell you here. My grandma don't play, you know what I'm saying? My grandma she's a gangster.
Over the river and over
the hood. Over the river and through the hood.
Oh my Lord.
Sean getting a little bit of an edge there coming across that top line, starting to move just a little bit, and that's going to make those guys feel pretty good because you want to try something different. Right now, everybody's just kind of holding into place, and that's fine because I think we're going to be guaranteed at least one pit stop, and the way these guys are going, that might just be under green. And you know what? Green flag pit stops at Daytona. Why I wanna.
Yeah, and this is perfect for everyone because this is as good of a live dress rehearsal as you could hope for, because you know the green flag pit stops, that's going to be the difference between winning or losing. You know, all that money on the line, and it comes down to how well you can do a green flag pit stop. You know, we're going to have at least one green flag pit stop, and you've seen it with every race at Daytona and Talladega. All it takes is the slightest, the tiniest mistake, and you might be just ending your night, losing the draft off of just a slight little second delay. Maybe had to save it a little bit on pit road entry, maybe slid your box just a little bit. That will end your chances is at the top spot. So this allows you to really be in the heat of competition, have all the nerves and everything going on, and being able to practice nailing everything that goes into a green flag stop.
Yeah, I agree. And I guarantee you that Nigel Patton is going to be pretty excited back there that he's actually tied up with Mr. Tierman, because these two guys working together in tandem, that's a completely different story than it would have been had you just had Tierman out there by himself. So hopefully these two guys will be able to maintain their own little draft and pick it up, because I don't know what's faster here. I don't know, because sometimes with the down draft at these tracks, sometimes a duel's faster, sometimes 3 cars are faster, sometimes 4 cars are faster in that. Well, we haven't actually seen anybody break out tonight, but do you have any ideas what the faster connection is? Oh, one car.
Oh, we got a car going off.
Road.
Yeah, I think that might have been a lag or a connection issue. I'm not sure who it was. Adam Malone. Oh, no.
Adam and I must be on the same internet plan here tonight, man. I hate to see it for them, but you know what? Better happen in the duel than in the main deal, right? So hopefully those guys will be able to figure out what ails them, get it shook off, get back out here. Maybe just get some more laps in. Who knows? Maybe even help us with the caution a little bit.
Yeah, the Adam Malone connection issues rearing their ugly head once again, but better to happen now than tomorrow? Question mark.
Indeed and definitely. Really, nothing kind of shaking up. Are you expecting tomorrow night to be kind of like, you know, everybody really standing in line and doing as they're told, or you thinking that maybe we'll see something, you know, maybe a little rowdy car in the class?
Yeah, I feel like this is, to kind of keep with the theme of the night, I feel like this is a bit of a dress rehearsal for the first, I'd say, chunk of the race, you know. I can't imagine we're going to see a whole heck of a lot of aggression. You're definitely going to have a few drivers out there really pushing it and trying to make their way up, but most of the field is just going to try to chill out and tick off as many laps as possible and wait to save the chaos until like the last, I'd say, quarter of the race or so.
Yeah, indeed. And we got a couple cameras actually here that we're going to be displaying for tomorrow night. I know we do have one with Mr. Mortensen. Yep, and that's exactly who you're seeing on your screen right there. So with that, I think we're going to be running a total of 3 cameras I was briefed on here prior to this thing, and give you guys a little bit of a look at the attrition it's going to take tomorrow, because I guarantee you those guys aren't going to be minty fresh come about 4 hours into this thing.
Yeah, you can say that again. And they are going to be
these guys
exhausted.
aren't going to be as many fresh at about 4 hours into this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. See what I did there?
In theory, it shouldn't take that long, but yeah.
Oh, a little bit of dancing going on here is Matty Raymond and Craig Raffy. These guys are probably going to be looking to change their view, and we'll talk about that here. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but the need to have a good dance partner. How important is that at a track like Daytona?
Oh my God, it is basically the difference between winning and losing. You need the push, you need the help, you need the energy from behind you to shove your car forward. If they're just off a little bit, someone else is going to be able to fill that gap, to push better on a different line. So you have to have someone you trust that you know is good at pushing, and that's what's phenomenal for the SRM and the partnership with Platinum, is that they've got a lot of dancing partners, not only here but in Duel 2 as well, and that just makes it so much easier. That's why you see a lot of the teams in real life working together, not just the teams but the manufacturers, because strength in numbers and having someone you can trust and will help you, man, that's the difference between winning and losing at this point.
Yeah, especially a track like this, though, you don't want to just get shoved by anybody. So it definitely does have a bearing who that person is behind you, because I've seen people's races literally get derailed just because of an errant push there from behind, maybe something that someone wasn't expecting.
Absolutely, and we've seen many a big one caused by that scenario as well.
All right, let's talk a little bit about these challenges that we're going to have going on here tomorrow. Now, we're going to talk about these in the first duel. We're going to talk about them in the second duel, but these are all going to take place tomorrow. So right there on your screen, you'll see there's a hidden word code. Now, at a random point during the broadcast, a secret code word is going to appear on the screen for a limited time. Now, we're not going to tell you what that word is. We're not even going to say anything about it. But when you see that word, that's when you're gonna go ahead and log in. You're going to put what you saw and your information in. You're going to be eligible to win a cash prize. What do you think about that one, James?
It is awesome. You know, that's what's amazing about this event, is that we're not only kind of taking care of the drivers that have been with us for so long through all the ups and downs of the different leagues that Inside Lane Productions is involved with, as well as helping Nick Burling and Peter Matson and promote their organizations. We're also taking care of the viewers that are tuning in every broadcast. It doesn't matter if it's a Slingshot broadcast, if it's a Spartan broadcast, or Oz Oval. You know, everyone is tuning in and giving all the love and support we need to continue. And so this is basically our thanks to you, our loyal viewers.
All right, and the second one is going to be, well, what we got on your screen there is a Survivor Challenge, and that says before the end of Stage 2, viewers get to nominate one driver that they think is going to make it through to the end. Now, if that driver reaches the checkered flag and he is on the lead lap, right, that's the survivor, then you're going to get an opportunity to win yet another cash prize. That's 2 cash prizes coming out of the same race tomorrow night. What are you guys doing? Am I getting paid too? What? There's another?
Billy Mays voice.
There's more.
Oh, wait, there's more.
These guys are just, this is awesome. So here's the lap lottery. This is the third and the last one. Before the green flag, you're going to pick one lap between numbers 1 and 190. If a caution falls on your chosen lap, guess what? You win another prize. That's 3 opportunities to win cash. If that doesn't get you pumped up and excited to be here tomorrow night, I don't know what will. It's going to be that's going to be an exciting opportunity, and folks are probably wondering, well, Big Al, you know, you keep saying all this cash. We'll tell you how much it's going to be. I'm not going to give it all away, but it's a good little chunk of change there. It'll make a light bill payment eventually. Racing continues, though, starting to see guys mix it up a little bit. folks starting to get in and out of line. Those cash prizes actually be $50 per, so a grand total of $150 Australian, US.
We'll just dollar dues.
Oh, 3 wide. There we go.
Whoa,
now we got some
boy.
action. Who's that up there on the top?
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, we got. Believe that's Jacob Bradley right there up at the high side, making it 3 wide all by himself. You know, we've seen Nick Burling kind of pull the same strategy at Talladega, and so far it's working for Jacob right now.
Yeah, it just seems a little bit more sexy going 3 wide here at Daytona. And that's exactly what they're going to make here. That's right. I'm excited.
Yeah, how could you not be looking at this?
Yeah, this is what we wanted to see. Starting to mix them up a little bit now. Let's start to send some different air currents through there. Let's fan these things out. Make some opportunities here. We're going to be sitting right about halfway through that first pit sequence. And remember, we said it was 35 to 40 laps, 100 laps in the race. So guys, we're going to get an opportunity to see if guys are going to be wanting to push that towards the front of that window or towards the rear of that window. Or now that we're 3 wide, maybe even a caution window in there. Just kind of getting you prepped and ready for tomorrow night, you know, starting to get your thought processes in the right order.
Absolutely. You don't know how much a caution is going to flip the race upside down on its head, as they are really getting aggressive now. See a lot of weeble wobbling.
I'm starting to get a little beating and banging going on there, especially in that middle row. These guys keeping it tight. Having to watch both down and high, as we still got that one car running the high line. No help just yet. No one wanting to just jump out there and assist. You're right. Nick Burling was our guy last year in that first race at Talladega. He just loved to be on that high side, making it happen, mixing it up.
And the only one up there and being able to hold serve, which is absolutely crazy, because you think you wouldn't be able to do that, especially with how draggy these cars are with the big old wang on the back. But you see, you're able to at least keep pace up there on the outside by yourself, which is wild considering that the next gen can hardly get a third lane going with a bunch of cars behind.
Yeah, that answers that question. I was wondering if it was going to be faster with the tandem, the trio, or the Uno. And it looks like the Uno is holding its own here as the single car up in that high line. He is actually doing okay, getting a little advantage from the side draft. No help, though, to kind of help push him through. So I'm wondering what it would be like maybe if he were to get a little assistance there in the form of a drafting partner. And look, here it comes.
Meanwhile, you saw Andy Barber. Sorry to cut you off, Big Al, but Andy Barber jumping to the back of the pack. They are getting way too racy for Andy's case, and but with the luck for the 5 car not being anywhere near what it needed to be, I think that is a fantastic decision for Andy to make right now.
Definitely fanning out now. 3 wide as the 173 is going to come up on the high side. He's going to be assisting. Also got the 68 car. That's Wesley Fuge, as he's going to be coming up, throwing his hat up on the top of the fence post. Good to see these guys actually out there trying to mix it up a little bit. Stragglers in the back. Got a little bit of a loose end and a tight end up front.
I think there's plenty of tight ends up front right now. They are getting real close.
Yeah, indeed. As we're going to be about roughly 10 laps from that pit sequence. Getting racy thus far.
Yeah, a little bit of contact. Yeah, Troy Turner getting real close to, I think that was Wesley. Yeah, that was nerve-wracking to watch through 1 and 2.
Yeah, indeed. And here we come with that hotline starting to form up, like I previously said. Car still playing it rotated. Not seeing anything that's standing out right now.
Yeah, everyone is holding on to it, even with all the aggressive pushing, aggressive side draft.
One car out of the one of the cars that we started off with, Adam Malone. He's been scored right now some 18 laps down. Had a connection issue. He has not yet resurfaced. Sean Signoy being scored as your leader. Battling back and forth with Mr. Bradley. Jacob Type, 1 each.
Yeah, considering that we saw Adam's car go right into the inside wall before it fully blinked out for good, even if Adam is able to get back in, I don't think he can continue. So, shotgun on the field for the 3 car.
Turbulence going through the field there. A couple cars starting to waft. I'm just excited to see how this thing's going to come down as we get closer to the green flag pit stop. So just coming into that pit window, now the one thing that we haven't been able to gather data on is just how are these tires holding up on these supercars through the laps here.
Yeah, the tire wear is way more than you would ever expect at Daytona. Like, we're so used to the tires on most of the cars that normally run here being, 97, 98. It's a lot more to where you have to use that.
There's a wreck.
Oh, yeah, Wesley Fuge getting turned in the midfield. And it doesn't look like he's gonna hit anything. He gathers it back up.
Well, he's hit something. There's body parts all over the place back there. And the first caution is going to come out here. This is going to be in an opportune time. Lap 30.
Yeah,
40.
there's a little bit of damage there on the left front. But considering he was heading to that wall right there at the road course, I think you will take that little bit of damage any day of the week.
Yeah, don't forget that's that 131 Wayback Machine.
Yeah, contact with him and Troy Turner. Kind of like what we saw earlier. Just unfortunately this time sending West around, but keeping it out of the wall.
And here we go. I don't know if there's going to be any takers on pit road or not. We're 10 laps to go in the shootout here. 10 laps on this duel. It'll let us know once they come around just how much tires are an issue. 10 laps to go. You taking tires or you going for track position?
Well, it really just depends on how much the tires are wearing and if you really need to. If it's what I think it's going to be, then yeah, you're going to take tires. But if it's anything other than that, you're going to stay out. I think we will see a few guys try to risk it, try to hold on to that track position and see. And if
is this going to be one of those, I show my hand, you show your hands, or is this just all hands on deck? Got another car having a hard time coming to an understanding of handling. All right, going to pull up Nick Burling for a quick interview here. He's in the green room. Nick, Big Al up in the booth. You got me.
I did, Big Al. How are you?
Hey, buddy, good to see you, man. Long time no talk. Back here again for the second running. Talk us through what's been going on with you here for the last year, man.
Oh, well, it's only been 7 months now. It was December last year, but we've already clocked up to 700. We're still selling cars, doing deals, and still wanting to race, and thought we'd already got over the 700 about a month ago, so managed Kobe, and here we are again with a bit of a different format, and your beautiful vocals on the mic once again.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother, but it's your driving skills that are bringing everybody in. Speaking of which, how's everything handling down there for you guys tonight? Are you thinking that the tire situation is one that you're finding favorable, or is it something you're going to have to work on?
Well, I've missed the first duel. I'm in the second, so I'm actually. It's a good way to be. We're just looking at strategy and seeing, what the guys are doing. I think it's going to be a lot harder to go free wide at Daytona than it was at Talladega. It's not as wide, I don't feel. I think you'd agree.
Now, when you've been out there running around, has that been what's concerning you, I guess? What's going to be one of your biggest fears going into this thing tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to make sure that the fuel consumption, I think I missed entertainment when I race, but I usually run out of fuel too early and then end up finishing 20th. So I am going to try and conserve fuel tomorrow. But in my duel coming up, I'm going to pedal to the metal, no fear, all the way, brother. That's it.
All right, that's the only way to live, man. You got any words of wisdom that you want to put out here to our folks maybe turning in? You want to give them some motivation to come back out here tomorrow and support us?
Well, I mean, look, as I've always said, the whole reason I do it is because I'm a guy that can't walk. I can't run around a racetrack. I can't drive a car on the road usually, but I can do this and compete. So all I say to anyone watching at home, if you want to do sim racing and give it a go, this is how you do it.
Hey, roger that, Nick. Hey, appreciate you, brother. We're looking forward to seeing you here in the next duel. And we'll holler at you soon.
Buddy. Cheers. Thank you very much.
All right,
Give me a bell.
That was Nick Burnley. Hey, lights off on the pace car. We'll double this thing up, getting ready to go back to racing. This right here, James, is actually stacking up to be an 8-lap shootout. I'm going to start to figure about those green and white checkers here because I think this is about the time where everybody likes to kind of start doing those hybrids where they put the Fords with the Chevys and ball them all up.
Absolutely.
Was that the lime and the coconut?
Oh, and I believe we're going to see a lot of shaking about here. We're going to see the allegiances get put to the test here. We got a lot of like with like. SRM, Platinum.
And you said it best. You said this is the dress rehearsal. Well, this right here is the best finish that I could possibly ever dream of for a dress rehearsal. You know, perfect practice makes perfect, and we're perfectly getting ready to take this thing to the end here. Waiting on that pace car to get out of the way. Who's your favorite to win this thing? Let us know. Put it in the chat, man. Come on. Who you picking? Go ahead and get your test runs out the way here for tomorrow, because remember, we got 3 opportunities to win those cash prizes. We'll be reminding you guys again of those in the second duel, but this duel right here coming to an end right now. The pace car is going to be out and away, and we're getting ready to kick it back off one more time. Interesting, no takers on pit road. Tires fresh, wet for. When that Geico restart zone, ring flags out, and we are on the boogie. Ruben Phelps wasting no time getting it gone, trying to get a lead out on Sean Signori, that car up top. Below them and behind them, everything kind of fluttering. Nothing getting stuck together right now. Signori coming down, trying to find some help, trying to find some juice to squeeze, as he is now going to be putting his side next to Ruben Phelps. Oh, 3 wide coming out. Now. Got a contender popping up. Like
and
I said, no holds barred here.
Yeah, and Signori has no help, and this is a bit uncharted territory. Sean's had Craig pushing him the entire race, but now he's got no one waiting for Pajal to catch up to him here. Whoa, side draft on Rafi. Whoa, they're really side drafting. This might get dangerous here. And
it's going to get sporty.
Keep an eye on that 173 car. We know Peter loves to be aggressive. He has made some wild moves this past Oz season. So keep an eye on that 173. So it looks like Sean was able, not quite, almost got clear of Rafi. But Craig fights back, and again, no support for that 17 car. And not great support for Phelps on the inside, and now here comes Rafi, dropping all the way down in front of Phelps for the lead.
Yeah, that's really going to put Signore as a disadvantage. He now fans up high, going to try to make any advantage that he can to come back up. You actually saw Raleigh take such a huge advantage on that 3-wide run and actually get that dominant track position. Now Sonora finds himself all the way up on the high side, seeing if he can maybe find a little juice there to make that work as well.
And it does look like it's happening. Outside lane is starting to fall apart just a bit. But now I say that, a huge shove from Matson gets Sean all the way to just barely taking the lead here.
Absolutely. Ryan Barber wasted no time shooting up to that top run, also trying to take advantage of the run that was going on. Signore now trying to hope that he has success, the same success that Craig Rafi had by taking the advantage. Nothing doing so. Ruben Phelps holding it straight on the line down on the bottom. He has the edge.
Yeah, Phelps is just keeping it pinned and hopes the 24 can do the same right behind him. And it's agonizing if you're Phelps, because you can see Matty Raymond, his teammate, that car right behind the car behind him, but not quite able to directly help. So we got 4 to go. Oh, they're touching. They're rubbing.
Easy, James.
Woo.
You're a little too excited down there. It's going to be a little rubbing. It's going to be a little touching out here. I promise you that. We're going to be swapping paint.
And this is only the appetizer. We're not even anywhere close to the main course.
Might even exchange some pleasantries down there amongst drivers. Especially as this thing starts to get heated up a little bit. We might even be fighting in the booth. What are you talking about? Big Al across the top road.
I don't know if they're going to be, those pleasantries are going to be very pleasant if what we think might happen ends up happening.
Well,
and also if we're fighting.
Sean's going to make that top work. He's going to stay up there. I think right now at any point he is committed here with 3 laps to go, 2 across the line. Everybody trying to get dialed in with their dance partner. You want the guy behind you who's not going to leave you, because I guarantee you some guys are starting to make plans of their own. And if your buddy's plan doesn't include pushing you to the victory, then you might need a new buddy.
Whoa. Man, you saw a massive wiggle from Pashal right behind Rafi. He is giving Craig all the bumping he can.
That's what you're going to need right now. You're going to need a guy that's not afraid to use the bumper. As you're watching that middle line right now, these guys are actually starting to give a little give and take. 2 laps to go at the line. Next flag will end it. How about this for a first duel? Watching Sean Signore up on the high side. Sean has been on the high side here for the last 3 laps or so, as he himself was unceremoniously removed from that middle row where he occupied that pretty much by himself.
Yeah, this is agonizing if you're literally every other car, because where can you go? You can't go nowhere. You can maybe make it 4 wide if you're lucky, but that will likely end in certain doom as we're coming off of turn 4. White flag, 1 lap to go in duel 1. And once again, we are equal, 3 wide at the line. I can't even call that. Imagine if that's what we see in another lap or so. Signore doing it. He's doing everything he can, controlling that inside lane phenomenally. Signore on the top side, hoping he can get the shove from Matson here. Oh, there's contact. Oh, they're going around. Oh, Andy Barber getting spun to the inside wall. Several cars around. Hard impact. Most of the platinum cars out. And look at that. Oh, no, Signore and Rafi crash. It's Phelps all right, but here comes Bradley. Does he have the run? Bradley jumps out, trying to side draft. They're bumping, they're banging at the line. It's Bradley, Jacob Bradley takes Duel 1 by the thinnest of margins.
Yeah, Bradley, that signature move for him, the move of the race is going to be once he shot up to that hotline. I think that actually catapulted him into the feelings that he needed to pull this thing off. A lot of guys caught up in their feelings as we had mass chaos and pandemonium on that last lap. But hey, that's what you can expect in a duel. Official results coming in. Jacob Bradley, he's going to be the guy that takes it all home in Duel 1. Ruben Phelps coming across in second with Matty Raymond in third. Kim Rafi chose fourth place with Peter Matson rounding out the top 5. Then you got Nigel Patton, Troy Rafi, David Petchel, Andy Barber, and Troy Turner rounding out the top 10 here in Heat 1. James.
And then we got Kelvin Clark in 11, Wesley Fugue 12, Steve Hoppett bringing it home 13th, Signore Barber 14th and 15th, and then we got Jason Tyerman, Troy Mortensen, Craig Rafi, and Adam Malone rounding out the field.
Now, if you are a fan of racing, that right there, my friend, was some racing for you.
Oh, thank goodness, that was crazy. I gotta say, I'm a bit bummed that we didn't quite get that 3-wide finish that was seeming like we were gonna get, because my goodness. But man,
look, man, we got stage racing coming up where we can have 3-wide finishes. We got another duel coming up tonight where we can have a 3-wide finish. We got the main event coming up tomorrow where there's a 3-wide. Come on, there's lots of 3-wide finishes here for you. We're not going to leave you out there hanging by yourselves. As we watch the 5-0 here, burning it down, we're going to get just a little bit of time here from Mr. Bradley while we get Duel 2 fired up. Go ahead and bring him up here into the booth. He's in it. Hey, Jacob Bradley, big guy up in the booth. You got me. Jacob Bradley, big guy up in the booth.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, Jacob, and smooth moves down there, making everything come together nicely to win that first duel. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. That was a good race there. I didn't have a lot of confidence starting 10th on the grid, but I kind of found some stuff in practice there. We sure had a machine. We were kind of holding our own on the top there, and everything kind of just parted the seas for me on that last lap.
Yeah, indeed you were running on the top, man. And speaking of that, ballsy move to get up there. We watched you shoot from the bottom all the way up there trying to find the advantage. Did you think you were going to find the speed that you needed up top, or you just wanted some room to breathe?
I knew the run would have to come from the top if I was going to get there in time, and they kind of just cleared the way for me up there. There was a lane up there for most of the race, and it gave me one heck of a run going down the front stretch and just made it easy for me.
I tell you what, with this duel in the book solidifying your track position tomorrow, are you feeling more confident going into this race here tomorrow night?
Yeah, we have a machine for tomorrow. The Yellow Vision crew is going to be fast.
All right, I'm going to hold you to it here. Jacob, who you shouting out here for your Duel 1 victory tonight?
I want to shout out my parents who are watching at home. I want to shout out Yellow Vision and Aaron, who was my spot for this one. Going to wish him luck in this next duel.
All right, man. Return the favor. That's Jacob Bradley. Jacob, congratulations. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Jacob Bradley, a winner of Duel 1. All right, now that we got Jacob Bradley Duel 1 done, let's go ahead and take a step away, get a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back here, racked up, ready to get it going for Duel 2.
Give me a bell.
Southport, deals are made where the coast meets the port. They offer finance, trading's welcome to. New stock arrives and the cars are new. Every day they hustle down by the sea. Bargains and deals, that's what they see. Customers come from miles around, hoping to find their dream car at a sound price. From the early morning sun to
Christ, Green Southport. Give me a bell.
Australia is built tough, and so are we. From the harshest corners of the outback to the front lines of industry, we keep your teams connected, no matter the conditions. And just as powerful in the heart of Sydney, Outback Tough, City Smart. Regional Access Network, built for Australia.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
And we are back. Back with duel number 2. I'm Big Al, James Watson in the booth. Got Kobe down beneath. He's still making us look good. He can't make me sound good. I do that all on my own. Man, what a race 1. Now race 1 is done. It's in the books. Super excited. Did we learn anything? That's the question.
Yeah, we learned that there's a high likelihood that the finish for tomorrow is going to be absolutely on one, because that was wild. And we learned that we might be in for some major wild racing, because if you've followed NASCAR for some time and you've watched the duels for the Daytona 500 year in and year out, you've picked up on the trend that one duel always tends to be fairly clean and straightforward, and the other duel, everyone is driving with their heads just right up where the sun don't shine. So I would say that Duel 1 was pretty clean and well put together. You know, only have one small caution, you know, final lap wreck, but I don't know if you could really hold that against them considering it's Daytona. So I think things might get pretty goofy for this one.
So what are you saying? Say it. Spit it out. Let me hear it.
I think we're gonna see a few wrecks here. I think we might see a big one, maybe 2.
2 big ones.
I could be wrong. I probably will be wrong, but I've seen the non-clean duel get really dirty.
Okay. You have a little faith. So that's what James is predicting. He's predicting chaos and mad pandemonium on this one right here. He's saying there's going to be stuff flying everywhere. And he doesn't expect us to have too many cars finished because everybody's going to have their head stuck in their gas tank.
Well, that's what tends to happen. It might not happen. Hopefully it doesn't. But history paints a certain picture. You can always counteract history.
I'm going to the duel 2 is going to be a lot more racy than the first, as it should be, man. This is the last 40 lap night right here.
Yeah, and the last. Meanwhile, we're gonna cut to the lap of Ruben Phelps, his pole lap from yesterday here.
Right, as we come down here, I use the downhill here and move up to the center of the track. Kind of like I said before, I use the downhill slope to then hold it down by the yellow line and make sure you do as little amount of steering angle as possible. For me, I like to sort of drift up again without steering angle, use the flat, but move my car down into the middle of the racetrack. Again, use the downhill slope into free, get to closer to the yellow line as possible. Make sure minimum steering angle as you enter into 4. And for me, I like to actually run in the middle of the track and then again use the downhill as we head to the apron and then all the way to the start-finish line. That's my pole lap.
This weekend it's the BMG 700. 200 laps, 43 drivers, $2,000 in prize money. Be there or be square. Being streamed live on Inside Lane Productions. So remember, what do we say, girls?
Give it a go!
But youth, we've got cars for everybody. everybody. Come on down to BMG on Price Street.
If anyone buys a car with the BMG 700 weekend is on, we will be giving away $500 extra cash on any advertised vehicle. Give me a bell. What do we say, girls?
Give me a bell!
Hey, we're back. That's right. Me and James. Go ahead and remember, like, subscribe, ring that bell, give us a follow here. Heat 2 getting stacked up. Here's your grid. Wade Sheedy's going to be on the P1 with Lakin Uquizio starting P2. P3 is going to show Glasapi Maalvo with Chris Bleakley on his outside. Tim Pritchard and Daniel Blinko bring out 5 and 6. 7th and 8th is going to be double AA Ron Smith and Colin Bennett. Running out the top 10 tonight, we got Rick Vincent and Jake Atkinson.
And then on row 6, we have the 41 of Cade Donnelly next to the 45 of Gary Wellman. The 87 of Steve McLennan and the 157 of David Simmons, row 7. Row 8, the 222 of Nicholas Walsh and the 27 of DJ Derek Jacobs. And rounding out the field is Mr. BMG himself, Nick Burling, number 700.
All right. Definitely got ourselves a field of spirited drivers here tonight getting ready to kick off Duel 2. Got them lining up, coming around on the parade lap. Light's going to be off on the pace car. That means the next lap, once we come around, we're going to be kicking this thing off. Super excited here tonight. This should be the big one. No pun intended. But yeah, you're right. Once you come out to these duels, you truly do expect it to go pretty quick and to be pretty chaotic. Drivers, you got nothing to lose with track position for tomorrow's race. Other than that, man, give the fans a good show. Hold the pedal all the way to the floor and just scream because they'll never hear it over the motor roar.
Yeah, and it always changes what you do when you're watching that first duel. If it's one of the cleaner duels, you can go, oh, okay, I might be able to push a little harder and be more aggressive, and that might be what starts a lot of the unfortunate incidents. Or you look at the other duel and see, oh my god, they were wrecking endlessly. We have to be a lot cleaner in this duel. So now, what level of, how does that change the mindset with the drivers here with what we saw from Duel 1?
The drivers here have nothing to lose. I mean, this race right here it's for whatever. But I think they're going to come out here now and they're going to give it a true dress run with a true race mentality. Pace cars will be getting up, off, and away. Once we bring these things around the corner and get them into the zone, I got a feeling this race is going to take over. A little mind of its own. Green flag's out, and we are underway.
Whoa.
This thing off and going. Bleakly wasted no time.
We got cars going around already.
Yep, that's the first big one. No caution, though. Still on the green flag conditions.
My goodness, not entirely sure what in the world happened on that one. Saw someone
with the 131 retro Wayback Machine. Oh, right there. There you saw it. Contact in the rear equals contact with the wall.
Yeah, a lot of wheel spin. Oh, Derek Jacobs just clipping. I think that might have been, no, it wasn't Kay Donnelly clipped.
Back out now, 3 wide racing. Wasting no time getting her kicked off here. You got Sheedy down on that bottom. He's making it work. Now these guys, they're up 3 wide real quick there, James. There was there's no contemplation. I mean, we're still on the second lap. And she's
Oh, no! Oh boy, that was nearly disaster right there.
Well, you called it. You said it was going to be pandemonium. We've already had the first mini big one.
Yeah, the green and white cars getting a little closer to each other than you would have hoped. Colin Bendon and Gary Wellman right there. But yeah, they saw what they were able to do at the end of Duel 1, and they are doing exactly what they saw. 3 wide immediately.
Yeah, no time to waste. These guys are getting out there. They're getting after it. They're going. They're nosing up. I mean, definitely first group, a lot more conservative. Second group, ultra aggressive, especially on the start. Guys in the rear trying to make it to the front. Some guys up front trying to make their way to the rear.
Yeah, and that's something that you gotta be worried about. And I'm surprised we didn't see it at all, let alone, talk about it in Duel 1. But these cars are a handful on the restarts when you're getting on it. There is a lot of wheel spin, and you saw that from quite a few drivers there on that initial start here in Duel 2, and you hope we don't get another caution, because another restart, oh boy.
Oh, it's coming. You bet on it. Got a couple drivers here going side by side at it.
Yeah, looks like Chris Bleakley and Nick Burling, I believe they started from the pits.
Okay.
See, right now that outside lane is just starting to fall apart a little bit. Only 3 cars. It's a lot smaller pack than what we saw in Duel 1, thanks to that little get-together coming to the green flag. Oh. Yeah, I believe that was Derek Jacobs pulling out on pit road with no face.
Sometimes love hurts.
Meanwhile, they're still side by side for the lead. It's still the front row. They have not gotten away from each other at all, just like what we saw for the most part in Duel 1. Controlling it as best as you can.
Yeah, and one thing that's happened too with these guys is they gotta be cognizant of the fact that there's already been a couple skirmishes. One of the things we got to talk about is you got to be able to survive. It's going to be a long race tomorrow, and although you want to come out and you want to take some swings, you're really going to have to kind of be conservative, because it's going to pay dividends for the guy that's going to be available at the end of this thing. That's what you got to remember.
To finish first you must finish.
Yeah. It's going to be a long night of racing.
It sure is, as we see Wellman back in the fray, getting a great push from Aaron Smith on the high side. It's just those two, but as I say that, Rick Vincent joins the party on the high side. And I tell you, the cars that did get caught up in that early wreck, or even to that start from the pits, they are heavily doing the caution dance right now.
Yeah, definitely. That caution has not yet come, but I guarantee you it probably will. As we've got cars kind of scattered out a lot around the racetrack, and that's not something that you come to expect at Daytona. You become more akin to pack racing, where everybody's kind of bundled up together. This one didn't start out like that, Hopefully, though, I think maybe if we're lucky, we might see something towards the end that's going to bring this thing together to give us the the contest that we're looking for. But man, what a story. You know, you said they were not going to be as patient, and they definitely came out a lot less patient than the first group. But let's talk about those cash prizes again. We got cash prizes tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the reason why you need to be back here tomorrow. Can't stress that enough. Got 3 opportunities to win. The first one's going to be the Survivor Challenge, right? By the end of Stage 2, viewers got to lock in that one driver that they think is going to make it to the end on the lead lap to take the checkered flag. If you pick that driver and he makes it there, that's it. That's a chance to win $50. The next one's going to be the hidden code word. At a random point during the broadcast, a secret code word is going to flash on the screen for a limited time. As soon as you see that, you need to get back over, get your paperwork filled out, get your name in, and that'll be the second opportunity to win the $50. And then last but not least is going to be the caution. Before the green, you're gonna pick one lap between the 1 and 190. If the caution falls on your lap, you're $50 richer. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, a chance to win $150. Where else are you gonna win that kind of money except for bingo with Nana on a Saturday night? So we fully expect to see you here, because I think that Nana would love hanging out with Big Al as well. So come on, tell Nana you guys come on out here, check us out here, because I guarantee you're going to have a blast. Racing back to the line here. Now that third row, that high line is now starting to get up. Now we're getting a little racy. Highline's going to get it. Is he going to stay high? Is he going to commit, or is the Ford going to come down? He drops to the middle. Not yet enough to take the lead low line. And I think that lead low line, that's the line that everybody wants. We saw the last race, the same thing. He stayed right there on that low line. Wade Cheaty's doing just that.
An absolute power. Oh, no!
There it is. There it is, James.
Oh my goodness! Colin Bennett up on the fence. Oh, right onto his platinum teammate.
Okay, caution's going to come out for the second time. Well, that's the first time in this race. James, I'm going to let you go ahead.
Oh, wow.
James, super excited here. I'm going to let you go ahead and take it back for us with a 131 Wayback Machine.
Yeah, you see, just I think it might have been a bad bump from Vincent on to Aaron Smith and just turned the 70 down. Big impact for Colin Bennett. Just right on top of his teammate, Jake Atkinson. Yeah, here we go. It's going to start right here on this high side. And yep. Gets a 70 all wiggled in there. Door slamming. Great save from Gary Wellman. How in the world did he gather that car back up? What a save by Gary. Mother of mercy.
What he did, he dug into the freaking stirrups a little bit. He pulled back on the reins and he rode that pony through the corner, baby. What's up? Let's go.
That is shades of Kyle Busch in the 2010 Bud Shootout.
Yeah,
May he rest in peace.
Giddy up. I'm telling you, that's something to get pumped up about. Now that caution's out, now we're going to mix it up again. We're going to bring it back all together, James. And now we get a chance at it one more time here. Thank you, 131 Retro, for providing that replay for us. Drivers making their way around here. Caution's out once again. We'll take a quick step away, get one more plug from our sponsors. Can't do that enough, and we'll be right back.
This weekend it's the BMG 700. 200 laps, 43 drivers, $2,000 in prize money. Be there or B squared. Being streamed live on Inside Lane Productions. So remember, what do we say, girls?
Give it to Bo!
But we've got cars for everybody. Come on down to BMG on Christ Street.
And if anyone buys a car with the BMG 700 weekend is on, we will be giving away $500 extra cash on any advertised vehicle. Give me a bell. What do we say, girls?
Give me a bell! Toot toot! Hey, beep beep!
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11. Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Australia is built tough, and so are we. From the harshest corners of the outback to the front lines of industry, we keep your teams connected, no matter the conditions. And just as powerful in the heart of Sydney, Outback Tough, City Smart. Regional Access Network, built for Australia.
Hey, guess who's back? Remember, like, on the pace car stack, getting ready to go back to green flag racing. For those of you who won the Retro Radio Wayback Machine, thank those guys for coming out and being a big sponsor for us. Going to hear a lot more about them here coming up here in the next couple of weeks. And I think I just went back. All right, here we go. Pace car lights out. He's going to be coming down and off.
Yeah, we'll see what Rick Vincent can do on the front row here.
James, I'll let you take it.
Sir, pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on a pit road, and Wade Sheedy will lead us back to the green flag. We are back underway at Daytona. And that was a fantastic start on the outside for Rick Vincent. He is keeping it as alongside Sheedy as you can hope, but right now, Sheedy getting a great jump from Marquisha right behind. Vincent might be getting left out to dry as you see Daniel Blinko jumping to the inside.
Highline having trouble getting established this time. These guys made it work a lot faster, it seems, on the initial start. Now it's starting to fill the middle. Starting to look more like we got it going. Oh, contact through the middle.
Whoa. There. Yeah,
Everybody
they are
trying to find a space. No definitive line on the high side yet.
Whoa.
Waiting on that to develop.
Big move from Chris Bleakley. Elevator down from the bottom to the top. Well, that nearly caused... Uh-oh, and Bleakley gets the wall, and all of a sudden he is going backwards. I don't know if he wanted to get out of the way or what, but...
He went to the upper room. He done took the elevator all the way up to the other side.
Want to sit in the luxury suites.
Once again, still waiting on this line to develop here, guys. You're only seeing the bottom line right now be in that line. We have not seen this all night. All night we've had at least 3 lines kind of competing, but right now we're struggling just to get 2. Because now that middle line starts to congeal. Loose conditions send cars scattering.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have Cade Donnelly's going to be kind of stuck there in the middle, trying to find some help, some support. We're going to see if Rick Vincent decides to go low. Right now, he's going to stay way high. Maybe give us some hope there of that third line developing now. Here it is. I think it's going to do its thing. More contact sends him high. These cars are a lot more loose in this iteration, or they appear to be.
Yeah, they do not look like they're driving good at all right there. They are all kinds of wiggly, trying to get the energy built up in this middle and outside lane. Oh, God, oh, couple cars on the wall! And there it is, another big one!
Caution.
Wellman involved. Colin Bennett involved again. Colin cannot catch a break.
Yeah, caution's up for the second time. Once again, we're going to unpack this. We'll let James take it from the 131 Retro Radio Wayback Machine.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit of side-to-side contact from someone in the middle lane. I think it might have been David Simmons. Oh, yeah, got contact from the car on the bottom. Can't quite tell who it was, but knocked him up into Rick Vincent and knocked Rick around and nowhere for Gary Wellman or Colin Bennett to go.
Yeah, and unfortunately for that one, we did actually have a couple of those lead pack cars involved in that one. That's going to shake things up quite a bit here. We're going to watch as we restack this thing. At that point, had 11 cars on the lead lap. I'm going to see if that number continues here. It's action on pit road. About halfway through this one thing, right here, about halfway through it, exactly. And you called it. You said it was going to be sporty. So far, 2 cautions, 2.5 big ones, right? We had that half a big one there, Junior, on the initial start, and then we had another one and yet another one. And I still think we have probability for one more.
Yeah, I'd say so. We are only halfway through this one and already a couple major melees here. It's definitely been one to remember, that's for sure.
Indeed. Everybody out there trying to make things happen. Let's pull Nick up real quick here. Hey, Nick. Big Al up in the booth. You got me.
Yes, yeah, I got you out. How you going, mate?
Hey, just wanted to hear a little bit, man. Don't get to talk to you that often, but hey, so now that you got some time in the seat, how's it feeling down there? Is this thing, is it feeling like it's going to shake out for you, or?
Well, I feel a bit bad for the young lad who I caused his wreck at the start, but in that last little bit there, I was getting in the groove, and don't feel you can go high like you can at Talladega. It doesn't feel as wide. I mean, obviously, I want to get a good starting position for tomorrow, but no, I feel like I'm getting into a bit of a groove. I didn't expect to be up to P8 after nearly destroying the start of my race and someone else's, which I'm very apologetic for, but we're still in it.
All right, that person, that's old Derek Jacobs, old DJ.
Yeah, apologies to him, but he's got tomorrow. And this is only just a warm-up. I guess it's all in tonight because you can always go tomorrow.
All right, bud. Well, we appreciate you. We got our eyes on you. Hopefully, we'll be able to make something happen here. Hey, Nick, good luck to you, buddy.
Thanks, Big Al. Thanks, mate. Good calling.
All right, that's Nick Burling, guys. He's one of our drivers down there. Nick, appreciate everything that he does here. Nick sponsoring the 700 as he has already reached 700 this year. So he kind of started this thing last year. Record number of car sales for himself, kind of a personal achievement. Now we're back to do it again, the second annual. I mean, that's starting to kind of become a habit, right? Kind of like I've had 2 wives.
I ain't touching that one, but yeah, this event is so much fun, and seeing everyone, you know, get together, put on some fantastic racing, give a lot of money away, earn a lot of money. It's just a lot of fun, and I can't wait for when we do it for 800 cars sold.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see you next year on that one. Lights off on the pace car. Time to stack them up again. Got to get back to work now. We're just over the hip of this thing here, and I think this is where, as the song used to say, the freaks come out. This is when the creeks, the freaks, and everything else is going to come out in those cars because the lights are out. Things get a little sporty, James. You got to feel you're going to get excited again.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we hadn't seen the top really get a chance to develop, and it's also interesting what Nick said about that high line not working. He didn't feel as stable as he did when he was running it at Talladega. And usually it feels like guys are kind of more stable at Daytona, so something those guys might want to look at, something we can even check into as we get ready to go back to work.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit weird. It seemed like it was going fine earlier, but now with all the incidents kind of thinning out the field, it's just going to be a lot harder to really get that third lane going with the same amount of muscle and energy that we saw early on in this race.
Well, a lot of that too is trust. These guys are not really feeling it right now. Once you kind of get banged up couple of times, you know, you really kind of go into self-preservation mode.
Yeah, and we'll see how it works out move-wise, and if we're going to see any aggression still.
Pace car's down and away. Mr. Sheedy taking us through the Echo restart zone. Green flag's out, we're off and away. Bottom line wasted no time getting going to 40. The 42 car, Blackland Oquizio, really off the start, taking the high side, went all the way to the back. Don't know if that was by design or by choice. Still trying to stack it up. Almost 4 wide in the back of the field right there. 2-car breakaway up front. That's gonna be the story of the restart. It's the 2-car breakaway. Wait, you see, the first time tonight we've actually had any type of a breakaway, and that is actually having a big impact on the field. Now that second line is really kind of caught up. Third line, non-existent. Second line is going to break off into 2, maybe a hybrid. Got a third line now starting to develop. Third line now. Been the fastest line all night. That's been allowing us to get those 3-wide finishes. But these guys got to get in and make it tight. It's a little bit of a wiggle there through the field. You got the 45. Gary Wellman,
oh boy.
Now he is going to have that edge. He came down the first time. Is he going to come down the second time, or is he going to stay high? Door's going to close, no opportunity. Still going to be high there. Middle's going to be banging up. That's going to be that 9 car. Sorry, the 91 to Tim Pritchett. Still watching the 45 of Gary Wellman. Now he's coming back around the top. Sheedy keeping his eye on the prize, maintaining the bottom, holding it down. See, these guys are up just a little bit off of that bottom line, forcing the high guys to go just a little bit taller. maybe make him feel a little bit uncomfortable. And you'll watch, Sheedy's probably going to come down here because he's going to try to find that speed. See how he's still pushing up, and there he is. Now he's starting to come down more towards the end, the middle of the corner.
Also, can we point out Gary Wellman leading this outside lane? He was just involved in that last wreck. That was heavy damage we saw on the 45, and he's back there leading the outside lane like nothing happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, man, you just can't keep a good Wellman down.
Yeah, Bleakley right now, he is doing his thing as he is pushing Wellman to the front. Wellman's going to clear. Bleakley comes down.
Oh, no!
It's not clear. That is...
Oh, my goodness! That has nuked half the field right there.
Yeah, Bleakley doing a great job of pushing the Wellman clear, but he was not clear himself. Once again, James will let you pick it up in the retro radio Wayback Machine.
Hi.
And you'll see right there, Bleakman not clear coming down, collecting both the middle lane and the bottom lane, and that's going to send mass chaos going through the field. Cars shaking up all over the place. I mean, I'm watching my little replay relative here, and I just got owies, man. I'm just have to dispatch a Band-Aid mobile down there. Duct tape and Bondo. That's what everybody's getting for Christmas. Man, with that one just all caught up there, let's go ahead and take a step away, get another word from our sponsor.
Yeah, so it was essentially two wrecks happening at once. You saw this one, and then the first one with everyone getting caught together, going on the apron, and then coming right back up.
Yeah. Now we're back live. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Australia is built tough, and so are we. From the harshest corners of the outback to the front lines of industry, we keep your teams connected, no matter the conditions. And just as powerful in the heart of Sydney, Outback Tough, City Smart. Regional Access Network, built for Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Boom, we're back. Subscribe, like, ring that bell. Guess what? They were 4 meatballs, and now there are 2. Chris Bleakley, Nicholas Walsh, the 2 remaining. Quite a big shakeup there, James, in that last conflict that we had. I think we're going to war more than America here tonight. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. That's already
Looking a little
massive wrecks.
Looking a little weathered and torn as we got a pretty capable 6 right now rolling up here. 7 cars coming into the fray. This is what it's going to take to get this thing done. Coming back with 11 laps, be 10 at the line. That's what we're looking for. Lights off on the pace car. He's going to be removing himself, and we're going to get jiggy with it. Gary Wellman now, he's going to be down on the bottom one, Lackley and Aquisio. Green flag's out. Aquisio this time putting the hammer down, not falling back like he did last time. Going to come right up square, try to get to the door of Wellman. These two now in a drag race. Lackley actually taking a little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, and he was all alone for a good while, but now you see Kay Donnelly's jump behind him, giving him some help, and here comes Sheedy as well. Looks like he's got his damage fixed.
Yeah, Blanco in there now secured himself a top spot right behind Wellman on that bottom line. Set up pretty good there, these guys are. Not going to be 3 wide, but definitely going to be a solid 2 wide shootout. So that top line still trying to find out if it can get any advantage. And we've seen the top line be actually a little bit faster than the bottom line. Just depends on how that bottom, it's going to depend on how well Wellman comes out of the turn there, especially on that last lap. As you see right now, the rotation that he has, he's getting a pretty sizable advantage. And then as they come right back across the start-finish line, you'll see it starts to kind of levy out. Does the same thing on the backstretch.
Yeah, and what I'm curious to see is, are we even going to have the ability to get a 3rd lane going? I don't know if we have enough cars to do it. You see Wade Sheedy, he's going to test exactly that, and he's got a lot of help behind.
You know, and we talked about that earlier. You don't need 3 cars in a tandem or trio to make it work here. These supercars have been doing fine in a line by themselves. So right now, Sheedy's up top, and he is trying to do just that. Wellman is going to stay down at the bottom. Lackland kind of goes up to bridge the gap a little bit. Hopefully that will end favorably.
Yeah. Lockheed tried to control both lanes as best as he can, but Wellman pushing out front, leading that inside.
You got to be careful with that because you cannot be in 2 places at one time. You keep spreading yourself out like that, though, you'll be in about 16 across the infield.
You said it. As the cause of many a wreck here.
Now we got the 70 of Aaron Smith. He is actually coming up to the aid of Wade.
What you did there. I see it. And I like it.
Yeah, these two
Yeah.
definitely trying to get it together, not actually having, I don't know what's going on right there, but something is off in the mixture. 7 laps to go, though. They're going to go back at it one more time.
Yeah, just not enough oomph on that outside lane. Smith and Sheedy just not enough by themselves to get them properly alongside the other two.
You might want to come down a little bit, try to take that as Smith tags that wall. That's going to put him back out of contention. Can only play by himself right now.
Yeah,
Squeezio also finds himself by himself. Wade comes down now.
Whoa! Yeah, leaving Cade out to dry, and this is big with the partnership between Platinum and SRM. Those two, they have a dancing partner right now.
And actually, they're trying to get themselves pulled up to a position where they can actually gain the favorable position, and they're doing that just now. You'll see Lackland has enough. Is he going to go down? He crosses down. Now they're going to take the top 2 spots.
And more importantly, this gives them complete control right now. Lockie leading the inside, Wade leading the outside. They are basically able to be a rolling roadblock, keeping everyone at bay with 5 to go. The only thing that can really mess this up is if the outside lane can get properly set up. As you see Cade jumping out with help from Smith and potentially Burling.
Burling now in the middle. Burling said earlier he was not happy or didn't feel stable going in on that high run, but still back front. The one person that's got to be hating this. That has got to be Gary Wilman.
Yeah, he's got nowhere he can go right now. He is trapped off at all sides. He's just hoping for a miracle, some sort of opening, something crazy and catastrophic for the two in front.
He's kind of pulling back a little bit off Lackland. I don't know if he's actually going to try to go high to get away. Is that a possibility?
It is, but he would have to really get out of it to give himself an avenue to go.
Well, 4 laps
somewhere.
to go, he has pulled his support. He is no longer supporting the ballot, and he is definitely going to go high. One little.
There's contact. There was some contact between him and Burling that sent him up the track.
I think he just got in that dirty air, and you know, that's how bad he did not want to be down there, that he actually risked making contact with the wall. He went back, got a completely new start. Now he's going to be coming up 3rd on the high side just because he didn't like being boxed in down there on the bottom. Isn't that something?
Yeah, but you know, it's not the worst strategy because you know it's not likely going to happen.
He's going to try to come around the high side. He's looking for any opening he can get. Lackland Quizio, he is just going to try to ride the bottom, hoping that no one on the top kind of gets a run on him and closes the door. But here comes the high line. You best believe that Daniel is looking for.
Oh, no!
There it is.
Just up me sideways. And where's Dan Green?
No caution yet as he pedals it. Let it drift up into the track. Get above the double yellow. Green flag's going to stay out. 2 laps to go. Next flag is going to end it. If we make it across the line. Contingency, I should say. Because here it comes now. 3 wide.
Whoa, and there's a big squeeze. Oh, a little bit of contact. Sheedy into Burling. It is. He's trying to do everything he can on that high side, but I think he might have a little bit of damage from that hit. Meanwhile, white flag, 1 lap to go. Platinum and SRM side by side, but look at Blinko jumping to the outside. Sheedy trying to throw the block. Blinko's got the push from Wellman. And right now, Wade Sheedy all alone on the middle line. Has Donnelly given the shove to Urquijo? Oh, they're leaning. They're leaning on each other. Rocky trying to get the run, trying to keep the momentum. Sheedy just trying to get any help he can get off of turn 4. Sheedy right now inching ahead. Blinko looking to the outside. Checker flag at the line. It's Daniel Blinko.
Now that was a photo finish right there. That's what you come for, ladies and gentlemen. That 3-wide finish here in duel number 2. Took a while to get there, but we finally got it done, and it was too close to a call. James had to wait for the decision from the booth. Man, what a way to end it here. Got to see a lot of things transpire there in that last duel. Super stoked to see that one actually play out the way it did. You said it was going to be crazy. You said it was going to be chaotic. It was going to be pandemonium, and I think we checked the block on all 3 of those. Late accident, not yielding a caution, leading us to finish with 3 wide across the bow. That, my friend, was awesome, with Daniel Blinko being your official Duel 2 winner.
Man, that...
Let's put Wade Sheedy. Wade's going to be in second. Lackland is going to be in third. Cade Donnelly, 4th. 5th place is going to be Nick Burling. Aaron Smith coming across in 6th with Stephen McLennan in 7th. 8th place shows Tom Pritchard. 9th place is going to be Gary Wellman and Giuseppe Maolo rounding out the top 10.
Then we have Nicholas Walsh in 11th. Derek Jacobs, Rick Vincent, Chris Bleakley, David Simmons, the top 15, with Jake Atkinson and Colin Bennett rounding out the field.
Wow. Yeah, anything you want to say about that one?
That is exactly what I wanted to see from race 1, the 3-wide photo finish. And according to the iRacing timing and scoring, Wade and Lockie tied for second at the line. It is showing both of them at 005. Now, obviously, there is a hidden 4th digit that ultimately decides it. So Wade was like a molecule ahead of Lockie at the line. But mother of mercy, what a finish, and what a run for Blinko right there at the end off of turn 4.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking for Daniel Blinko now. Maybe we can all call him up. All right, going to be bringing Daniel in here for a post-race interview. As soon as we get him, we will blast off. But wow, there we go. Yeah. Daniel Blinko, Big Al up in the booth. You got me.
Hey, how are you, Al?
Hey, man, you tell me how you're doing. You came here, boss. You came, you saw, you conquered, you qualified. You started off in 6th place. Really, we weren't talking about you to the end there, and then just like the Blinko ball, here you come.
Yeah, my heart rate's still coming down a little bit there. It was a bit mad across the finish. It's good that no one's sideways over the finish line for a change in one of these races. So I really appreciated everyone keeping it pretty clean there. And yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, great, man. Lines across the nose. You risking it real high there. When did you decide that you were gonna just have to go for it, man, and try to stretch it?
Yeah, like I knew I had to put a bit of pressure on the car below me, just to sort of tighten him up a little bit. Didn't want to make it dirty. But just a little bit, just so I could get a bit of a run towards the line. It worked out, thankfully. You know, I had a good spotter telling me when I was safe to move, and so getting the car around the track was a bit easier with someone sort of giving you good info, which I really appreciated.
Well, we saw 2 different heats tonight in those duels. The first one was kind of conservative. The second one, well, you know, not so much so. having those cars down there tonight moving around like the way you did with the wind buffeting off of these supercars because they got spoilers in different places, how do you think this is going to play out tomorrow? You think it's going to be more of a laid-back kind of pace race, or you think guys are going to be out there 3 wide the whole time?
Well, I think I'll give my plan away, and that's probably hang back a little bit and try to probably maintain the inside line as much as possible. I feel really exposed on the outside lines with the prangs, but I think if you play it safe on the inside for the majority of the race, and when you need to go for it, go wide and pray for the best.
I like that. Yeah, I'm going to put that on the shirt. Go wide and pray for the best. Man, congratulations again here. Who are you shouting out here, Daniel, for your overall winning?
Just my teammates. Foss for all these good advice. That's Giuseppe in the race here. He's always stretching me. Jacob, he didn't make quali tonight. He loaded the wrong setup. Pretty clever move, that one. But his spotting tonight was outstanding. Just my teammates. Thanks, Big L.
Hey, man, thank you, boss. As I always say, don't party too hard, especially not tonight, because we're going to need to see you back here tomorrow and try to duplicate that in the real thing.
Yeah, can't wait. Thanks, everybody.
Right,
thanks everyone else for their support. It's great.
Roger. Daniel Blanco, your second duel winner here for tonight. Man, it's been a crazy one. So I can only imagine how this thing's going to shake out tomorrow. Super freaking stoked, baby. 700 miles going to be done at the end of this thing. 200, the first 200 in the books tonight, James. Tomorrow night, we're going to take the big main event. Going to be biting off 500 miles. So we're going to be taking that one all the way into the morning. How you feeling about it?
Oh, I'm even more pumped than I was before. Like, we saw some incredible finishes, a lot of incidents, but that always spices things up. But boy, howdy, this is going to be an absolute barn burner tomorrow. We're going to be in for 500 miles of a show.
Yeah, 500 miles, cash prizes. Hey, we got a ton of sponsors. Guys are going to be giving stuff away. Not to even mention the exciting racing action that's going to be going on down there. You don't want to miss it. You want to be right here with us. You want to catch it to start all the way through the finish. Going to have stage racing. We're going to have everything. But, well, we might even have some James might even dance in a tutu for us. I think that would be probably the best thing that's the only thing I can offer. I mean, I don't have anything like Nick. I don't have no cute little dancing girls. I just got James in a tutu.
Yep, that's how I usually spend my Saturday nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, man. This is Big Al with Kobe and James. Thanks, Inside Lane Productions. Thank you for 131 Retro. Thank you for all of our sponsors here. Peugeot Racing Australia. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you again. God bless.
Duels.